So I'm not feeling great today. I'm not feeling great. I didn't go into work because I was not well during the night. Yeah, sickness bug is going around, I think. Are you gonna give out on me again, microphone? You gonna give out on me? Hi. Yes. No, there's a sickness bug going around at the moment. Not the COVIDs. And I think I was exposed to it a couple of days ago. And last night, I was unfortunately up all night with sickness. And I've pretty much slept all day. So I'm not feeling great. But I have managed to crawl my fat ass out of bed and have something to eat. And I thought, you know what, let's just build some Lego, because that always makes you feel better, right? So yeah, I'm probably not going to be as upbeat as normal. I'm never upbeat. I'm a miserable old git. I have water. I have water, and I also have another cup of, like, more water. I've got lots of water because I need my fluids up. But yeah, no, I do feel better now I've ate, which is good, because I really wasn't feeling great this morning. But yeah, no, I was up all night. It was grim. It was grim. And I'm feeling loads better now, actually, to be fair. Anyway, that's beside the point. How is everyone today? What have you guys been doing? I'm looking forward to doing some more Lego. I think it'll make me feel better, man. Just ease my brain a little bit. So we'll see. It does mean that I do actually get to start streaming like a couple of hours earlier. Actually, now I think about it, I'm actually streaming a couple of hours earlier than what I would have been able to today. I need to just move that light because it's blinding me. There we go. So yeah, that's good, right? Anyway, chat, should we, please don't cut the microphone. It's gonna break. Now we good. We good. Should we get some, get to some building straight off the bat? I feel like that's kind of what I want to do. Oh, right, yeah, actually, let's get rid of this. So, yesterday, we were able to, I can't get over this. That I can't get over. Hey, Cat, how's it going? How has your day been? How's your day been, Cat? Can't get over how good that is. I love this. I love this. This is so satisfying. Like, the pistons are just great. It's cool. Anyway, so that's what we got up to yesterday. It looks like we're going to be adding to the structure of this today. We're going to be adding a lot more to the chassis and starting to build some bodywork up around the rear from the diagram. It looks like. So it might start to we might get like a rear spoiler in as well. Yes. That's how you're feeling? I've not been well during the night. I was quite ill. I've only just got out of bed. It's like 3 PM now. I've only just kind of got out of bed and I'm feeling better. I've had some food. Just woke up 2 minutes ago. I woke up about half an hour ago. Well, actually no, it was 2 o'clock. So it was about an hour ago. So yeah, I've not been great today, unfortunately. I didn't get to go into work, which is never good, because I'm usually one of the more reliable. I'm actually incredibly reliable out of everyone, but there's been a lot of illness recently, so yeah, unfortunately, I think it's hit me too. I think now that everyone's back into the full swing of things, all of our immune systems are shot because we've not been in contact with anyone for like a year. So as soon as the smallest bug comes around, that's it, we're knackered. And I think that's what's happened to me. I think I had a sickness bug of some kind, which is going around, so... For you, it's 7 AM. Yeah, you see, for me, it's 3 PM. So, I'm not feeling great, but we'll carry on, right? We carry on when we can. Plus, I think building some Lego will make me feel better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I think that might be a front wheel axis. Maybe. Oh wait, no, we got 2. Okay, that's confused me. I'm not quite sure then. Let's get rid of that bag. We got another bag. We got bags within bags here. I can't open this. Please don't go everywhere. So the scary thing is here is that we've got this sort of a thing, and I know full well that there are supposed to be stickers and stuff on these pieces. So that's going to be stressful. I need to open up a window. It's already too hot. It's already too hot. Hang on. The window was open. The window was already open. That's going to throw off all of my lighting. That's going to throw it all off, but I don't care. Working on a Lego set yourself? What Lego set are you working on? This is the one that we are on. Hold on, let's... Those are front detailing pieces. Yeah, it looks like it. So that's ours. That's the one that we're doing right now. We're doing the Mclaren Senna in blue, Richard Mills car. Excuse me. I already have the axle installed. I do have the front axle there, yes, correct. And the rear axle. You are absolutely right. I'm kind of forgetting already what I've done, because we worked out a lot of this. We've got the engine, we've got the main chassis, we've got the interior seating, we've got the front and rear axle, we've got, I presume this will turn into the rear bumper area. What will be mounted on this, I presume, is going to be the rear hood to get into the engine bay. This will be the front spoilers, I presume, or front bumpers. And yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of framework stuff, bodywork today, I think. It's an old one of yours. Ooh, which kit? Which kit? Because I will happily look it up and be like, wow, that looks cool. Oh, okay. This is, I've just found the most important piece. Whenever I was a kid... Oops. When I was a kid, and I always used to get Star Wars Lego, right? That was kind of like the big thing that I used to get. And these pieces will always be remembered as the lightsaber, the lights in the lightsabers. So now all we need is the hilts for the lightsabers. We also have quite clearly a steering wheel. Put that to one side. I'm just aware of what everything does. You're not very good with cars. Here. Kind of show you the Senna GTR. It's a pretty awesome car. UCS Slave 1. Cool. What was I after? UCS Slave 1. Which one's that one? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that one's a cool kit. Oh, I don't know if they make that anymore. They probably make a version of it, but I don't know whether they make that. I'm sure they do, actually. I'm sure I can get a hold of this if I wanted to. It's a lot of money, though. Huh. Wow. It's on eBay for £18. Are you kidding me? That's got to be missing pieces or something. It's American eBay anyway. No good for me. Yeah, I think it's a discontinued set. Retired a long time ago. Yeah, that sucks. That's a shame because that looks cool. Okay, so we've got all the pieces out. Let's bring the car in. Gonna move all the pieces over to this side, kind of thing. They'll be slightly out of shot because we're going to be working with the car a lot today, and I want to keep that in focus at least as much as possible. I think we need one of these. So we're going to need one of those. We're going to need one of those. I can hear like 2 layers of music going on right now. I was going to say, I thought I could hear like Secret of Mania. And now I can hear Pokemon. What is happening? Should be Chrono Trigger. Okay, Chrono Trigger's going. 2,000 pieces. Awesome, dude. How many pieces are in this? Not sure if it'll say. It should say, right? Because this is quite a good. It's quite a good kit. It's quite a big car. Very big box. Doesn't say. I can't seem to find a. Can't seem to find a number on it. You're distracting me. That's what chat's for. No need to say my bad. I don't know. It's nice to it's nice to have a chit chat, you know, especially because I've not really felt great today, and I live on my own, so when I feel great, I get secluded. so it's nice. Distractions are okay. You're allowed to distract me here. That's part of the fun, unless I very purposely say, do not distract me. And then you are more than welcome to try doubly hard to distract me, because that seems to be what everyone else does. We need that one in there. Dun, dun, dun. This isn't going to go in, is it? I'm already struggling. I do struggle fitting these Technic pieces together. Oh, I need to just... Hold on. Really? That was the most... Okay, I broke it. Okay. I have a little stand here for the instruction books, and I've broken it. That is the most annoying page in the instruction book, because you see how it's like properly in the crease there? So you really have to fold it over to see what's happening. But that's okay, I can see what's happening now. You need enough in there, but that means, I did mean that I needed to take it off my stand, which is irritating, but fine, whatever. Whatever. Got the Slave 1 as a Christmas present a couple of years ago. Now I usually go for visually appeasing sets over higher piece counts. I don't... to be fair, like the majority of my Lego sets recently, my more recent ones that I've got, have been space orientated stuff. So we did the 7.5, we did the lunar lander. I've got the ISS. I'll probably do the shuttle. Wish you had one of those. What, just like a board? Well, actually, this stand is designed to it's designed to be a recipe book stand to go in your kitchen when you're cooking things. You need lots of you need to hold open like a specific page in a recipe book when and you don't want to have to like turn pages and things like that and touch the book with your messy hands, right? So you have to stand up, and then it's just there. And I've decided to repurpose it for a Lego instruction book, which actually I think it works just as well. Okay, so this needs to go here, I think. And then that needs to... Come on. You can do it. You can do it! There we go. Perfect. But that was actually a Christmas present one that came with a recipe book. I do use it for cooking as well. It's quite good for cooking. But yeah, I repurposed it just so I can hold the pages like open in the right way, and I don't have to like double check things and do all sorts of stuff. Right, I need 2 of those. So one of the issues that I'm personally having with this set is that there's a lot of black pieces in it, so it's very visually difficult to kind of see which pieces go where and like how to pick out the different pieces because they're all black. So usually I do it via color, right? Like your eyes are specific to color. I think I need this. And there's another one that's kind of identical, but reversed, I think. 21 and 22. Oh, it says on the rear. They've got... I wonder if these pieces are custom pieces for this kit. They look fairly custom, don't they? Like custom bodywork. First piece of bodywork, anyway. That's pretty cool. I like this. We know what this is. We know what that is, right? That's a spoiler if I've ever seen one. Or potentially a spoiler, anyway. And I think... No, this one? So yeah, that is one of the criticisms with this kit is that there are a lot of black pieces, but then I suppose the car is a very dark. It's a blacky blue car anyway, so you're gonna have a lot of dark pieces. So in some ways that's quite. Oh no, we've already got our first decal. Uh-oh. Oof, that's gonna stress me out. Don't know whether I'm in the right shape to be doing decals. Do these have numbers on as well then? They do not. Okay. At least I think this is the correct piece. It is. What am I doing next? Doing this. Need to do like a sub-assembly for the sub-assembly. All good Lego has sub-assemblies of sub-assemblies, right? You'd be surprised I built a Technic and thought the same. You were wrong? Ah, so these things are not custom made for this kit then. Huh. So all of this feels very custom made, but I presume actually, if you think about it, if they've done a lot of different shapes and things, like that could turn into anything, really. So yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, I know you're right. I need to do that twice, so let's get the other one. Found one. Can drink some. Actually, I'm gonna leave that there so that it's within arm's reach. It's not like right behind me. Just so I can No, about that being the spoiler. Have you done this kit? Have you done this kit, Cat? Looks very spoilery to me, although that being said, it could be something down here actually. Yeah, it could actually, yeah, no, it could be a different piece of the bodywork. Could be front spoiler. It could be a front spoiler. It's not a front spoiler. Need to get that lined up correctly, I think. I can't. It won't fit. Oh no, I've got really sweaty hands. I think because I've been ill, I'm quite sweaty today. It's not going in. Oh man, like, why? Right, let's put that down there, and let's just line it up correctly, and then we'll add a bit of pressure. Hang on a sec. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. Bear with me. Okie doke. Hopefully that's better. Still gonna struggle getting this into the holes. I don't know why that's not fitting. I have to really have a look at this. It's both the same on either side. No, but you've done one similar? Uh-huh. Which one have you done? Yeah, I mean, look at that. That is the same piece, right? So, one of these is I think this is a spoiler. I think this is a rear spoiler. But we'll see. We'll see. Ah, I can't. I got one in. There we go. There we go. Holy mother of God, that was difficult. Right, I need these two pieces, which I can only presume are some sort of brake light. Whoops. Oh, it's gone too far. Not sure how far these are supposed to go in. You've done the 911, nice. The Porsche was lined with these special pieces. Well, yeah, so there are quite a few of them, so it could still be lined with this, but I'm pretty sure what I'm building right now is the spoiler, because this is going on the top. This is going to fit on the top, kind of like that, right? And then I presume it attaches something like that, maybe? I'm not sure, but these are quite clearly brake lights, right? Okay, well, we have, unfortunately, our first decal of the day. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's make sure that I... get this bit correct. Number 46 we need. Where is number 46? Aha! It's this Mclaren logo down here. Get the penknife. Just the tip of the penknife. Okay, this is the nerve-wracking bit. I don't like doing decals. I mean, we could do it on either side, because they're both identical. I'll tell you what, there is an imperfection here, where the plastic is kind of sealed. We'll cover that up. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold my, I'm gonna have to do this away from the camera real quick, just so I can get this lined up correctly. I'm happy with that. That one looks good. So you're aware, that's what it looks like. I'm pretty happy with that. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah, I'd assume that these are brake lights. I have done that the right way up, haven't I? Yes. So maybe that isn't a spoiler. Maybe this is going down at the bottom then? That is also an aeroplane, I don't know. Good idea, I'm not very good with stickers either. Yeah, I have to use the knife, kind of take the sticker off of the sheet, and then I have like the tiniest corner on the knife, and then the rest is free, and that's how I kind of like, I'm able to place the sticker. I'm getting better at it. I am getting a lot better at it, yeah. I'm getting better, but it is what it is what it is. Thank you. Right, let's turn the page. So it was not, you were correct. It's not a spoiler. It's actually more of a rear bumper by the looks of it. And there we go. So that's it on the back. It's actually more of a rear bumper. Flaps or something, I'm not quite sure. I'd have to have a look at the proper car just to really understand what that is. Okay, what do we have next? We've got some more sub-assemblies. So we need to just... do we need to do this twice? We're gonna need 2 of these. we're gonna need 2 of these. And then we need, oops. You were presuming that it went at the front. I don't think the hood. Well, the hood's at the back. Look, the hood's at the back. The hood covers the trunk, because that's where the engine sits. The engine sits. It's a rear engine car. So would you call that the hood actually? If it was in a rear engine car and it was at the back, would you call that the hood? Because we wouldn't call it a bonnet actually. We would call it a trunk, I guess. Yeah. So I guess this is I don't know what you call what is it tailgate? That sounds right, tailgate. So I guess that is the tailgate, and the hood is still at the front, regardless of where the engine sits. The more I think about it, that makes more sense. At least it does to me. So. Didn't notice that? Yeah. This is a rear engine car. I think it's classified as a mid-engine car because the weight distribution is kind of in the middle, and the engine is quite far. It's really close to the front seats, right? So I think it is classified as a mid-engine car, like the 911 is. So because technically, the engine is in the middle of the car; it's not at the rear. But I could be wrong. Oh yeah, if you wanted to see what this looks like. Yeah. So that's the McLaren Senna right there. That bad boy. Although that's not the version that we're doing the GTR version. That's also the wrong thing. You would call it the hood because it's covering the engine. Okay. This is the car that we're building. This exact car here. There we go. This bad boy. This exact car. That is what we're building. Richard Mills' car. The Senna GTR. Anyway, what was I saying? I wanted to know whether it was classified as a mid-engine car or whether it counts as a rear-engine car. It's a cool car. It's a cool car, Cat. It's one of my favorite cars. Not just because it's a McLaren, and not just because it looks freaking awesome, but because of who it's named after. Ayrton Senna was a 3-time Formula 1 champion. Unfortunately, he passed away like about 30 years ago at Imola racing. In Formula 1. But he won his 3 Formula 1 titles with McLaren, which is why McLaren named a car after him in his honor. But he was a phenomenally fast driver. I've watched a lot of those races. So yeah, that was actually the main reason I picked up this kit, was because... And the GTR version is a race car that has won... I can't remember what it won. I'd have to Google it. But I know it's won a few motorsport things, and the biggest one is with Richard Mille. I'd have to look it up. I think was it the Le Mans? It might have been the Le Mans. I don't know. It might have been Le Mans. The Senna won. I can't remember. Anyway, no. I don't think it is Le Mans. What was I looking up? I was looking something up, and I can't remember. Can't remember what it was. I'm all over the place today. My brain is not... I was looking something up, and I can't remember what it was, but... A really fun racer to watch. Ayrton Senna. He... Yeah, if you ever watch... If you ever watch him race, watch his driving battles against Nigel Mansell. Some of the best racing I've ever seen. And I would argue that Senna was the better driver, but I think I have a bit of a bias there. Even though Nigel Mansell was a British driver driving a British car, and Senna was Brazilian driving a British car, I've always been a Mclaren fan. So I think I'm a little bit biased there, but I think time and time again, like, Senna kind of proved himself on track. I mean, not to kind of shun Nigel Mansell, because he was also a phenomenal driver and he won a Formula 1 World Championship. But he wasn't to the caliber of Senna, at least in my opinion. But what do I know? But yeah, no, I've watched some of them on some of the races on YouTube and stuff, because obviously I didn't watch it when it was actually happening. Because I wasn't alive. Where is this going? Is this going here? It must be. Must be going there. Oh, it's a bracket to hold the whole thing together. Okay. That's quite a smart bracket. I like that. And then we've got to do the same on the other side. This is a really smart bracket. There's a lot of smart engineering in the... So just to clarify, because I know you weren't here yesterday, Kat. I've never done a Lego Technic build before. This is my first one, so there's a lot of engineering that I'm seeing here that is generally really smart. Like, I'm really... there's a lot of things that are like, oh, that's cool, I like that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, even just like the steering axles. Like, I love the fact that they've gone into the detail of being able to do the steering axle. And the engine is definitely my favorite bit. Like, they've actually put in the time and the effort to make a V8 engine and make it work relatively correctly. Always surprises me with the building styles. I cannot imagine how someone was able to I can't imagine how someone was able to begin to start putting this together. It looks like we're doing diffusers next. Rear diffusers. I can't imagine where would you even start with this. Like, I was thinking about this last night. Like, someone has spent hours upon hours upon hours designing every single intricate bit and making it work. And I know they didn't, like, do all the blocks. They probably designed it on a computer and then figured out what blocks you would need and where to place them and things like that. But still, someone has done that, and someone has engineered that. And not only have they engineered it, they've backtraced it to figure out the exact amount of things that you need for, like, instruction book number 1, instruction book for, like, bag 1, bag 2, bag 3. And they've made it incredibly clear. And I always think that with LEGO anyway, but this one in particular, the Technic build, is probably the most challenging. It's not challenging to build, but it's just very intricate. It's very exact, and it's the most exact build I think I've ever done in LEGO, minus maybe the Saturn V build, because I was very, very impressed with the very small details that they had on that. I think the Saturn V build is still my personal favorite that I've done. But again, this is coming down to bias, right? I've definitely got a bias for space stuff over anything else. The Lunar Lander was good. I enjoyed the Lunar Lander. I've enjoyed doing architect builds. I think they're great. But this is just something else. This is, in my opinion, kind of phenomenal. So yeah, it has actually pleasantly surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. I think these are rear diffusers that need to clip on at the back. Problem is, like I said, most of the pieces are either black or blue, so distinguishing the shapes from just a sea of black is actually quite tricky. They always do a good job with their Technic sets. They're fun and intricate. I'm beginning to see this, because there's no way that I have picked up the best set there is, right? Like on my first Technic build. There's no way that that's possible. And this was a very cheap set. This only cost me like £30. And I would say I'm getting more value for money than the Lunar Lander, at least at this stage. The Lunar Lander was annoyingly fiddly at times, and it did become a little bit of a slog in the middle part. Now this is a different type of slog, because actually no, the Lunar Lander was repetitive. So because it was like in a symmetry of 8, you did one thing and then you had to do it 8 times. Whereas this, like, whenever you do something, you do it once, and then you move on to the next thing, and, like, you're doing things, like, once or twice at most, because there is a symmetry in there, but every side of this is different, like, because obviously you've got the gear under there, on this rear axle there, but it doesn't connect up to this, because, so then this whole side of the build is going to be different, and, like, I've already noticed that there are things in this kit that we're building differently on one side than the other, and it's I really appreciate that. And like I said, there's no way I've picked the best kit on my first Technic kit. There's no way I've picked the best one, right? There's no way that I've done that. So there are better kits out there. And that is scary as hell, because that means that I'm going to be spending a lot of money on Technic. This is going to be my new thing. I can feel it. So I'll try to curb my enthusiasm for it, but yeah. Annoyingly symmetrical, I can't stand that. Well, it makes sense. Like, okay, so the Lunar Lander being symmetrical does make sense, because spacecrafts have to be symmetrical, right? So if you're doing a replica of the lunar lander, expect it to be symmetrical. So it makes sense. And from an engineering point of view, I was very impressed with the lunar lander. I thought it was a good kit. I really enjoyed it. But not quite as enjoyable as, say, the Saturn V. Saturn V was above and beyond, I think. I don't think I'm going to get that level of enjoyment again. And again, I'm probably biased because Saturn V is like the biggest rocket. Is that true anymore? The biggest rocket in history that just got to orbit. Biggest in mass to orbit. Let's be clear about this, because, well, I suppose Starship's not gone up yet. I know Starship is taller at the moment, I think. But payload to orbit is a lot less on Starship. Anyway, that's beside the point. Right, where is this going in? So this only has 4 attachment points at the back. So these sort of things always really worry me, because I always feel that that makes this part extraordinarily fragile. So this rear diffuser here, that there, is going to be quite fragile. Also, that looks like the whole thing has bent. Is that meant to be like that? Is that meant to be, like, crooked? If that's meant to be crooked, then that's genius that it is crooked. It's got to be. I'm not missing anything, am I? Yeah, that's supposed to be crooked. The rear part of the car is dropped down. That makes sense. The suspension on the rear side of the car would be lower. That's the first time I've seen that, because I think we've only just locked that in place. How have we managed to do that? Because that's... Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. 4,000 pieces. Liebherr excavator. How do they come up with that? I don't know. Some very, very smart mathematician / engineer somewhere has decided to change fields and design Lego kits. That's the only conclusion that I can think of. Really, like that level of precision takes an engineering degree or something. It's got to. That's. I'm generally amazed. Okay, we got this problem again. So these are 21 and 22. So for 21, which is this one, we need to go back to the stickers. It's Elon Musk makes Lego instead of Technic. There are, look, I'm not saying that Elon Musk is not a brilliant engineer. He is. He's very talented, right? I think he doesn't get the credit he deserves when it comes to actually, because when we talk about like the media, right? The media, when the media talk about Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and Richard Branson, like these multimillionaires that are trying to wage a space warfare, right? They never seem to give Elon credit for actually being the chief designer at SpaceX. He's not just someone who's paying smart people money. He is the chief designer, right? Not just at SpaceX, but he's also one of the chief designers at Tesla. Like, I don't think you would see Jeff Bezos running Twitch or Amazon. And, well, actually, he did run Amazon for a while, but he doesn't anymore. But, like, his other companies, he doesn't run Blue Origin. He pays other people to do it. Let's just bear that in mind, right? So, yeah. I have to remind myself, because I can get very, very critical of Elon. I think politically he shouldn't open his mouth, and he's got a lot of views. He's definitely not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Oh, I wasn't expecting to make the Monty Python reference, but I did, and I don't regret it. Okay, we need to find number 11 on here, it looks like. 10 and 11 are these two pieces, so we need 11 first. 11 goes on 21. Card. Okay, so this one goes on. Doesn't get enough credit for that. Not in the mainstream media, he doesn't. In the mainstream media, he's just seen as a multi-millionaire, right? And I think the common populace don't kind of understand how much he puts into it. Now, like I said, I can be and am very critical of Elon. Oh no. You see that? There must be some sort of static in the air because it's like it's magnetized to it. That's really bizarre. Do you see that? Do you see that? Did you see that? There must be some sort of static, so let's neutralize it. Make a Spider-Man reference, but I don't think you'd get it. Was from the game. Which Spider-Man game? Because I do like Spider-Man. Not bad. I'm happy with that. I'm actually very happy with that. That seems to have lined up perfectly. Right, we've got to do the next, which is this one. We'll do it the same way that I did it before. Line it up with the tip. Just the tip. What was the Spider-Man reference? I do like Spider-Man. Oh, PS4 one. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have played it then. Unfortunately. Yeah, you see that again? There's that magnetic, like a static charge somewhere in there. Let's rub the other one off. See if I can neutralize it. Neutralized it a little bit, not much. Nice. Mad at Elon, he made Doc Ock with the microchip in the back of his head. Neuralink, yeah, okay. So that's a Spider-Man reference, yeah, okay. Now, I wouldn't have got it from the game, but I know who Doc Ock is. I know that he has a Neuralink, well, in Spider-Man 2 he does. He has a Neuralink input into his claws, right? Which is what turns him evil in the film. And I also know that Otto Octavius transmitted his brain into Peter Parker's body at one point. Did you know that? I knew that. I read it in the comics. And that comic run was called Superior Spider-Man, and it was a really, really good comic run. Look it up. I read every single one of those. That actually got me back into the Spider-Man comics, because I used to read them when I was a kid, but kind of lost interest as an adult. And then Superior Spider-Man came out in my early adulthood, because I heard that the Amazing Spider-Man was coming to an end. Peter Parker had died, and I was like, oh, okay, let's pick up how they're going to continue Spider-Man. And they did it in two ways. They had Miles Morales come up. He was a Spider-Man that appeared after Peter Parker died. And you also had Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body in the Prime Universe. And he took control of Peter Parker's body. And that was Superior Spider-Man. Got some orange juice in the black cup, if you're wondering what I'm drinking there. I thought I would get some orange juice, something with good vitamins. Help heal my stomach. Don't know if it's working, but I was actually a little bit worried because orange juice is obviously acidic, and you don't really want to have something acidic if you've had a sickness bug. But I also felt very, very low on nutrients and energy, so I decided to have a little bit of orange juice. I think. Okay. What am I looking for? Oh, it'll be one of these, right? Be one of those, and that'll have to go in there. So we've got one there. And then we need to do one the other way around. There's someone in the background with a lawnmower again. I feel like this is a common occurrence. It's like people with lawnmowers. Hey Janice, how's it going? So this one, I presume, will go on this side. But where is this going? Here? Must be here. How are you, Janice? What have you been doing? What have you been doing? I presume you're... Surely you've woken up, like... You're not just waking up. I presume you're already at work and busy. Excuse me. Stomach's still a little bit off. Definitely hear someone with a lawnmower outside. It's great. I love it when that happens. Yes, working. Dandy as candy. Nice. Well, not nice. You need to not work as much. Don't work as hard. Mind you, I can't talk because I've literally worked myself into illness, I think, this week. So... Dandy is candy. She says it all the time. She's American. That's not what I was trying to say. So that, it doesn't work for us, right? Look in the mirror and say that one, but yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I actually have, like, I've been ill today, right? I was up all night with a sickness bug. Kind of worked myself too hard. Okay, so that's going in there. She's American. Stop it, rest. I have rested. I've been asleep all day. I've been asleep all day, dude. This is my, I'm feeling better now. I've managed to eat. I woke up about 2 hours ago. Managed to get something to eat for like the first time in 24 hours, I think. And I'm Canadian, yeah. Yeah, I am feeling better. I'm still kind of on liquids and stuff at the moment, but I wanted to build some Lego to make myself feel better, so that's what I'm doing. Streaming's not working. That is one of the great things about streaming, is that it never does feel like work. I've never... Okay, so that's getting worryingly... Can I just say, that's awesome. How the body work lifts up like that. No, I've never been great at switching off. But yeah, no, I'm okay now. I don't do illness very well. Like, so when I'm ill, I either have to be active, otherwise I don't get better. So I have to be doing something. My brain has to be functioning. If I'm just lying in bed resting, it actually makes me worse, and my recovery period is a lot less. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. It's good that streaming doesn't feel like work. I've been doing it for nearly 6 years, and yeah, I don't feel like I've ever earned like money from it. I mean, if it did feel like work and if it was a job, then I'm doing a pretty shit job, right? Like, because on the flip side of I've been doing it for 6 years and it's still fun. I've been doing it for 6 years and I don't make any money from it still. So if it did feel like work and I'm not making any money from it, then I wouldn't be streaming. So there's that. To be honest, I'm going to be real right now. If at any point, for anyone who is streaming that doesn't have, on a daily basis, more than 1,000 people watching, if it feels like work, stop. Because it's not worth it. There are better paid jobs out there. Yeah. I'll be real. TED Talk by Womble. Yeah. If a stream feels like work, if you're getting stressed out over numbers, over how many people are in the chat, how much money is coming into your bank account, whether or not you're going to make ends meet the next month or not, stop it and do something else. Because this is fun. Like, this sort of thing is supposed to be fun. Like, it's not supposed to be hard, right? Purely to entertain your friends and others. See, I don't even do it to entertain people. I do it kind of just because I'd be bored out of my head. I like my job! Hey, Sign. How's it going? See, I don't like my job, but it does pay quite well. So I'm kind of in a moment. I'm definitely, like, I'm probably in the worst moment career-wise of my life. I don't want to say too much because I like to keep like those sort of things close to my chest. But recently I hit 40 and I realized I don't have a proper degree. I've never been to university or anything like that. And I kind of realized I'm now more than ever in a dead-end job. I've been doing a very similar job for about 10 years now, and it's not progressing anywhere. The lockdown that I just had, I actually used to do 2 jobs and stream. But when lockdown happened, my weekend job ended, which is why I now stream on Saturdays, because I used to work every Saturday. And that put me in a very precarious position, very precarious. And then my main source of income dried up as well. So this last year, I've felt the ramifications of the year previous, 2020, financially. So I'm now at the point where I'm like, well, what do I need to do to fix this? How do we get through this? And I'd be lying if I didn't say, well, I could maybe try and do streaming. But as soon as I kind of like realized in my head that I don't necessarily, well, it's not that I don't necessarily have the skills for it. I don't think I've got the right temperament to be a full-time streamer, to do this on like a regular basis. And I don't really want to put in the effort to do this like 40 hours, 50 hours a week to build up a base, to get it rolling, just to get like to fight for like the scraps of what is now an over. It was already a platform. Twitch in general was already an oversaturated platform, but in the last 2 years it is increasingly oversaturated. So I very quickly dismissed doing this as like a full-time thing. It's not healthy to have that. He doesn't even know his... Wait, what? Did I say 40? Did I say 40? Did I say 40? I didn't. I said 30. I said 30. I said there's no way I said 40. I'm not... No. Go back and clip that. Actually, go back and clip... Okay, I am ill right now. I am tired. I haven't slept all night. Meant 30, sounded like 40. Okay, I might have said 40. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm 30. You said 40. Okay, fine. Whatever. I probably did. Okay, I'm an idiot. That's something else. But anyway, long story short, I kind of realized that I need to be like thinking forward and motivating myself to do something different. So, might as well be 10. Yeah. So I've decided to push myself a little bit harder this year, which is what I am doing. And I mean, harder than I was already. To be fair, no. Actually, I think that's unfair. I think I'm pushing myself harder in different directions. So I always used to push myself really hard, but it was in a negative spin. So it was always a way of saying, if I don't meet this deadline, I'm a failure, right? And then when I inevitably didn't meet the deadline because it was too much to handle, it reflected very poorly on myself, right? So, the last couple of months, in particular, I've tried to do a positive spin on that. So instead of like pushing myself from a negative point of view, I push myself from more of a positive point of view. So it's kind of like, okay, well done, you've done this amazing thing. Now let's see if you can do better. So it's the same way of thinking. I'm pushing myself harder, but I'm doing it from a more positive place, I think. So I think that's the change in mindset that I've been doing. And don't want to say too much now. I might say later. But I very recently made a decision that hopefully will put me on a path that is going to progress me out of this rut, a dead end job, I guess. That was my reasoning behind it. I'm still kind of not sure, in the grand scheme of things, what I want to do. I don't think anyone ever is. I don't think anyone's ever 100% sure, but I've got an idea now, and I've got a goal, and it's quite far off, but I think I know I can achieve it. So I did something very scary a while back, but I don't want to go into too much detail. I might divulge more later. It will affect the stream a little bit because I won't be able to stream as much, I think, but we'll see. I'll explain another day. Today's not the day. Today's not the day. I've only told like a handful of people, and I haven't even told my employers what I've done yet. So I definitely don't. I don't think they would watch my streams, but just in case, I don't want to say anything. Just in case, you never know. You never know who's watching, right? So yeah. Which is why I'd never reveal anything about my job. My job is like that. That's the #1 thing that I won't talk about. Bunch of stalkers. Employers of Womble, you don't hear anything. Well, another thing to think about, Janice, is they're definitely not watching the stream right now. But they could find the VOD, which will go on YouTube at some point down the line, right? So I do have to be aware of that. I think that goes in there. That looks like an air intake for the engine. It's pretty cool, actually. Is it showing up on stream? Do you want me to lower the brightness of the stream so the black pieces show up more? Let's try and do that real quick. Let's just lower the brightness of that thing. Never go live during work hours, even though I'm sure I could manage it, yeah. Technically, right now, I'm live during work hours, but I was ill this morning. I think it shows as well in the stream. I think it shows in the stream, I'm not quite with it today. And I have been asleep all day. Anyway, what am I doing? The thing is that Mr. 40-year-old man. Did I seriously say 40? I still don't believe. I think you're winding me up a little bit there, chat. I don't know. Maybe I did. I must have. I meant 30. I meant 30. So. And then this goes on this side here. What happened? Oh, my desktop changed. Now I'm gonna tell Kath you're 40. He's still older than me. He's still an old fart, so I don't care. I think he's like 12 years older, maybe 13 years older than me. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm definitely moving slower today than what I did yesterday. We might be here for a couple of hours. And ideally I want to go through all of these pieces here. I want to put on the build today. And then Phoenix tomorrow, so we'll do that. Alright, we've got that one there. Oh, yeah, next weekend. So I was supposed to go away for the weekend because we've got a bank holiday weekend coming up. It's the last of the year for us. However, my car has failed. So we can't go. So yeah, I will be available again the weekend after. So I'm just not. I'm apparently not allowed to have time off. That's definitely what it feels like sometimes. Am I missing something here? I feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, is that supposed to? Wait. So that is actually fixed down then into position. So they've gone into the detail of having this engine running. However, you can't see it. That is... That's bonkers. Go into the engine of putting go into the effort of putting a V8 engine in there, and then they don't. Generally flabbergasted. No! Don't you have a friend or something that could drive you? Yeah, so me and my best mate were supposed to go up from school. We always go camping trips together. That's kind of our thing. Both of our cars are broken. It's not just mine. His as well. Whoops, accidentally knocked the camera there, my bad. It's not just mine. Both of them. Not to mention, it's also the busiest weekend, so it might be a good thing that we're not going this weekend, because it's going to be overly busy and it's not always the funnest of times. It's a shame because the weather's going to be lovely, but yeah. So it's not the end of the world, I guess, but it's irritating. Don't. How is this going on? Right, yeah. It's the fact that this fits in. So something that I've been watching a lot of recently, by the way, chat, I've been watching a lot of the American Office, the US version of The Office with, I've got to press down here. There we go. Perfect. I've been watching a lot of the American Office recently. I've obviously seen the British Office quite a lot. I remember watching that when that came out. And I've always loved that because it's so realistic of an office life, I guess, at least in the UK. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I think it's difficult because I've heard people say, well, the American Office is better than the British Office, or the British Office is better than the American Office. I don't think it's fair to well, I've only got to season 4 of the American Office. It's going downhill now, I think, because the episodes have got longer, and I think that they're stretching out too much. From it, I don't know. I watched the first episode earlier of season 4, and it was like, yeah, it's all right. Anyway, no. What was I saying? So I like the British Office is definitely more realistic, right? There's a lot more realism involved. Like, that's bendy. There's a lot more realism involved. Whenever I watch The Office, I could imagine it being a documentary of people working in an office in the UK, in Slough, in the early 2000s. There's a lot of realism there, like the way that the characters react with each other. And the first season of The American Office tried to do that, and it didn't work. Because the first season of The American Office is trash, because they pretty much take the same scripts as the British Office and just recycle them. However, like, you get to the second season and a lot of things change. So you still got very similar storylines going on, but the focuses of those storylines change. So instead of it being about David Brent being a bumbling buffoon and nobody laughing at his jokes ever because he is a moron and very awkward to be around, but at the same time quite scary because he's the boss. You've got Michael Scott, who is a bit more surreal, right? Because David Brent is all about the attention needs to be on me, whereas Michael Scott does things and then realizes the attention's on him. So it's a different dynamic. It's actually quite interesting. Because not just is there a shift in script and story, because in season 2 and 3 of The American Office, it kind of leans more to the relationships that go in and out of the office, and it becomes more of a sitcom, an American sitcom kind of thing, as opposed to more of a documentary. The documentary aspect is definitely shifted towards the latter part of season 2 and 3. But there's like an artistic level that changes. So in the British version, Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant made a stylistic choice to make the set and lighting and the way that the camera was filmed and everything like that very free moving and cheap. Basically, they didn't have special lights. It was very dull pitch quality, very cheap cameras that they used, but that's because it is supposed to be a documentary, and that's how they got away with it. Because in the original pilot, it was very brightly well lit. Whereas the American Office, it starts off dull and then it gets very brightly lit in the second season because I think the writers must have realized, right, the American audience is different to the British audience. So it's actually quite a good way of... I'm actually really enjoying the US version, and I don't think it's fair to say which one I prefer, because they're two very different animals. They're two very different things. One of them is an ongoing sitcom. The other one is kind of more of a cuff on early 2000 life in an office. And the harshness of it, because it is very harsh. Like, there's a lot of comparisons that you can pull because obviously it's The Office. But I think the biggest thing is the theme tune. The theme tune for the UK Office is Handbags and Glad Rags, which is a very slow, downbeat song. And it's about aspiring to something and not actually having it. Right? And that's what day-to-day life is in the UK, unfortunately. It's like aspiring to have something, but really knowing you're never going to have it. Whereas you've got a custom tune for the US Office, which is a lot more upbeat. The opening credits are very upbeat. It's like, quick, sharp, action, circle a thing, do a thing in the office. This is this person playing this role. This is this person playing this role. Whereas in the British Office, it's literally theme tune, street, that's it. Then you're into the show. But like I said, I'm really enjoying the American Office. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I am enjoying it now. But yeah, it is a very different beast. I think Steve Carell is phenomenal in it. Something else that I've noticed with the American Office, everything seems to have to end with a happy spin. So you go, yeah, doors in the background closing because windows are open, because I'm hot, because I'm ill. I can't be bothered to deal with them. Whatever, I don't care. Like, in the American Office, there's an episode where Pam is doing an art show, and nobody at work turns up because she's kind of lost all of her relationships in the office because Jim is in a relationship with Karen and so on and so forth, and she's very sad. Throughout the thing, like, Roy shows up with his brother and that sort of thing, but and she's packing up and she feels awful because nothing turned out how she wanted it. In the UK show, that's how the show would end. You would see Pam, I can't remember the counterpart in the UK, I haven't seen it in a while. You would see her close up shop and probably never draw again because her dreams have been shattered. No one supported her. Even the person that was interested in her, her closest friend, hasn't supported her in the moment of need. And her boyfriend or her other half only showed up to kind of show face, but wasn't really there and wasn't really interested. But in the American show, Steve shows up at the last... not Steve. Michael shows up at the last minute and saves the day and buys the picture and then makes everyone happy, and then it's all a happy ever after. And then in the background of the shots in the next few episodes after that, that picture hangs on the wall. So that shows a progressive story of, like, improvement and change and stuff. It's about empathy and relationships within the office versus satire about real life. See, I don't think it's necessarily a... Yeah, I guess it is. But, I mean, like, all the characters in the US office are... Like, the idiocy levels are turned up to 11, right? So, Dwight, for instance, he's so... He believes that Superman is real. He believes that, you know, that all sorts of things are going on. But then at the end of the day, he still ends up being a genuinely nice guy and, like, saves people and whatever. You've got the crazy cat lady that hangs posters of babies playing musicians in it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's really weird, like, okay, that's not real. Whereas in the UK, the characters, they're weird, but they're not idiots, right? Like, that they're grounded in reality. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Also, you guys butchered, like, the first season of The Office, the US Office, was really bad, actually. I really didn't enjoy it. And one of the best jokes of the UK Office, where Tim puts the stapler in a big piece of jelly, or jello, and it's just there, and like, he's like, what the hell? Who's, like, put this in? I know it was you. And then he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he eats a cube of jello, right? Which is like the instant stuff that you cut up and then you put in water and then put it in the fridge and then it turns into jelly. He's eating the cube of the instant jelly mix. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me. Obviously was him. Whereas when it happens in the US, he's eating a pot of jelly, and it doesn't quite make sense because you can't turn that into a bigger version of jelly. And the pot that he was eating was like orange. It was like red or something as opposed to the yellow. So it was, yeah, it was weird. I watched a few episodes in season 1, decided meh. But then when it came out on Netflix, I watched the whole thing and it was so much better. Yeah, season 1 is not good. Season 1 really is not good. It's not until season 2 when it comes into its own and it becomes a completely different entity. Now, we talk about Netflix. At the moment, there is nowhere in the UK online without paying that you can watch the British Office. There are multiple places you can watch the American Office. It's really bizarre. It's really bizarre. It's almost as though they want us to watch it. And I kind of, because I suddenly had this thought of wanting to watch The Office again, the British version, because I've seen it a few times. I was like, oh, I want to watch that again. And it wasn't on. And then the American Office was there, and I was like, go on then, I'll watch this as a substitute. And I was like, yeah, you know, it's alright, it's fine, whatever. I could tell it was a cheap, like, it felt very cheap, the way that they lifted the scripts. But then you get to season 2, and it's like, oh, actually, no, this has changed, this is different, this is good, this is new. So yeah. I'm enjoying it, but I'm on season 4 now, and the first episodes of season 4 is like a 40-minute episode, and I think they are from the get-go. I think they're hour-long episodes now with adverts. Obviously, we don't watch adverts with Netflix. Much better, in my opinion. And I feel like the stories are kind of like really stretched out. Like I just watched the running episode where they're running the marathon for rabies, and it felt very stretched out. It felt, it was almost painful at times. But I hope the rest of it's not quite like that. They can make the stories a little bit more. Okay, we've got another wing piece here. This is number 22. Right, I think I need to do the sub-assembly first. So let's do the sub-assembly first. You're gonna lurk. Okay, no worries, Janice. Sorry, I've been distracting you talking about The Office. Looks like we need like a piece in here. That's not right. That needs to go up like that. And then we need a... one of those. Some of these pieces are very intricate pieces. Okay, then we need a brace for that. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, it's not going to go in though, is it? Of course it's not. See, parts of this kit are very, very fiddly at times. A little bit odd. Right, okay, I need... I don't know where it is. Here it is. It's this one. Okay, this is the sweaty bit. Okay, it's fine. We'll get through this. I need to stop knocking the camera. I now officially have vacation. Congratulations, dude. What are you gonna do with your vacation? What are you gonna do with it? What are your plans? Ah! What are your plans? Spelling is rad. Tis true. Whatever I want, as usual, after work. GTR. Ooh, that one's a good one. But now for 3 weeks long? 3 weeks? Ooh, that's a nice long... I've never had 3 weeks off work in a row, right? It's usually like the odd long weekend here, the odd long weekend there. I never get 3 weeks. You planning on going away anywhere, or? I don't know what the restrictions are like in the Netherlands. I presume it's very similar to the UK. We've kind of lifted a lot of our stuff now. Not like New Zealand, who had 1 case of COVID the other day, and they went straight back into lockdown. Full-blown lockdown for like 11 days or whatever. I think the major important thing with that was that they... Technically, I'm on vacation. Hey, T-Man. I think the important lesson from that was that they didn't know where the case came from. So it's very good that they went on into lockdown again. Especially because New Zealand have done incredibly well at not getting COVID. Although that being said, I don't think they've done very well at distribution of vaccine. Because our populace now is pretty much all vaccinated. I think those that have received the second dose are like 80% or something like that. 80% of our population. No, I dropped a piece! It went! It went! Hold on! Yeah. I have returned! I have returned! Excited for the 28th SpaceX Falcon 9 CRS 23, 3:37 AM in the morning. That's early in the morning for me. What date is the 27th? Oh, I'm... well, I suppose that's a Saturday, isn't it, now? I was supposed to be away that weekend, but I'm not now. Because stupid cars. My car broke, T-Man. It's been a while since SpaceX launched anything, hasn't it? And now we need to... So I think I'm doing the other side from this. I think we're working on this side now, from what I can tell. Fleet maintenance and also range had a little lull moment with military stuff. I've not been following space flight stuff for a while, actually. I've been kind of... been busy with other things, I'll be honest. Not necessarily had as much interest in it. I don't know why, but kind of true. Sad but true. I think my main reason is because I burnt out on Kerbal. So like space stuff right now is kind of reminding me of my Kerbal burnout that I've got. Although that being said, I was very inspired to do Kerbal stuff the other day. So I don't know if I told the stream. Actually, it happened on stream, so I guess I did in a way. But someone popped into my channel saying, "Oh, such and such recommended you on a YouTube video." I'm like, okay. So then I went and looked it up. And it actually ended up being like this super long video of where they're doing... where he's planning out his career mode in Kerbal, and he constantly refers to the channel and everything that I do in Kerbal with the with like the record keeping and stuff. He's just like, yeah, this guy just like, he was talking about me and he's just like, this guy knows what he's doing. He he oversold me so bad. And I'm just like, wow, dude, that's insane. Thank you. And then I replied. I said replied to the video. I don't think he ever replied back. It was still pretty cool. I think it was like Andre. I think it was Andre that did it. But yeah, I was like, wow, I'm okay. Wasn't expecting that. Really haven't missed much except Starship doing testing for the orbital tests. Yeah, well, I mean, I've been watching that stuff, but yeah. So yeah, I was kind of inspired recently because someone came into the channel and was like, hey, I came here from someone else's video and you seem really cool. I'm like, by the way, at the time I was like racing F1, so it's like, okay. I've not played Kerbal in months. So I did feel kind of inspired to get back into Kerbal, because I realized how much effort I'd kind of put into the Mark II save and setting it up, and then I've just not done anything with it. Because I burnt myself out, did too much work. So I was inspired, so I'll probably go back to Kerbal at some point. I think I'm probably going to finish Hearts of Iron first, and I want to go back to Divinity and finish that off. But Subnautica is currently in place of Divinity. So once I've finished these three combinations, right? Once I've finished Hearts of Iron, because at the moment I'm really enjoying that. Once I finish Hearts of Iron, once I finish Subnautica, and I'm back on Divinity, which I'm planning to go back on Divinity. And once I've got through the meaty chunks of the F1 calendar, that's when I'll go back to Kerbal. I think I'm done with Minecraft for the time being, just because, again, burnout. Burnout and disappointment. I'm very, very highly disappointed with the latest update in Minecraft. It's just not what I wanted it to be. And I really can't get excited for Minecraft at the moment. Next page. Okay. Now, we're doing these. We've got 3 of these. We need to connect them up, and these are bendy. Bendy pieces. According to Elon, everything should be ready to go, paperwork-wise, by next week for Starship. Supposedly. I mean, he's now... To be fair, he's only 20 days late. Because he said the 31st of July, and I said that he was never going to do that. That was never going to happen. So to be fair, he's only 20 days late for Starship. But still, he's made a lot more progress than I thought he would have made. So credit where credit's due. And that goes in there. That goes in there. That is very aesthetically pleasing. That right there is... The curve on that is something I never thought I would see in Lego. Because that's not just... I don't know if the camera is really doing it justice. It's very sexy, that is. That's very sexy. Oops, that's not the right piece. Need this one here. Where is it going? It's going here, I think. Yeah, it mirrors that, I see. Oh man, that looks really good. Here, let me see if I can get that kind of aligned correctly with the webcam. These things here are very aesthetically pleasing. I realize they've got some play in them, but just how they naturally shape like that. Dude, I'm starting to get a little bit of chills. And still, I feel like we're a long way away from completion. However, we've got more bodywork, so we're having to do these pieces of bodywork, and this is number 5. I wonder if this is numbered. They are numbered. Okay, so they are numbered, these bodywork pieces. There will have to be a very long... We're gonna have to have a decal on this. So this is gonna be a scary decal to do. But let's make this wing first. Soyuz Serb from yesterday's attempt. Scrub, yeah. Which was very interesting because we never see that. Soyuz scrubs? It does happen. It does happen. I've seen Soyuz scrubs. They are usually fairly good, but yeah, no, I've seen them before. I don't want that piece. I want this piece. What do you know what the reason was for the scrub? T-Man? Do you know why? Do you know why soy is scrubbed? Because I don't. I don't know the reason for that. I did know I did scrubbed though. No clue, but I know it's not the rocket side. It might be the payload. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. This is looking good. Do we need this one now? We need 3.5. I don't know which one. So this is 3.2, so it must be the grey one. It must be this one that we need for this piece. And that needs a bit on the end. Okay, we need this. We've got a sub-assembly for the sub-assembly of the sub-assembly. I love it when Lego do this. Like, when they've got, like, multiple sub-assemblies. It's one of my more favourite ways of... Oh, okay, so then that goes... That needs to go like this. And that slides through. Ooh, that's actually really difficult. PSLV failed too. From that failure, it looks like the thrust vector controller failed. Ew, this Minecraft update is vile. If Minecraft had an update that allowed you to bend pieces like that animal, I'd be down for that. If Minecraft had an update where you could bend pieces like this, where you can make engines that you see the pistons move. If you could make steering things, actuating parts. If Minecraft had that update, 100% I'd be playing Minecraft right now. But I was literally just saying, I was just saying about Minecraft. It is so... I'm not gonna lie, I burnt out very quickly with the new update of Minecraft because it was shit. So I don't really want to talk about Minecraft, I'll be honest. It's not one of my things. Minecraft had the create mod made vanilla, that would be good. I don't know what the create mod is. Experimental update number 4 is out already. September, we should get snapshots. So here's my question. Should I, if we're getting snapshots in September, I'm fairly early on in the save that I've got going now. Should I update the save that I have to snapshots? To the snapshots and kind of like experiment with the snapshot stuff when the snapshots come out? Or do you think that would be a bad idea? Because sometimes they don't add 1.17 worlds can go to 118. That was always going to be the case. You'd be down. I think it's the only way that I'm going to be able to play Minecraft. I generally think it's the only way I'm going to be able to play Minecraft. I have no enjoyment from 1.17. The slate is kind of fun. Yeah. The goats are one of the worst additions that they've made since bees. And now, actually, no, because bees are now useful. bees are now useful. Like, you can do all sorts of stuff with, like, the copper and the beeswax and stuff. And candles. The new terrain gen is quite something. Okay. I'll have a think about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not like I said, I'm not inspired in Minecraft at all at the moment. That is my least. Yeah, I have no interest in Minecraft right now. Zero. Zilch. I do not care what happens to Minecraft. We have this one here. Pandas have a purpose, at least. Being murdered, so Jen can... Yeah. She is here. So basically you're suggesting to murder all the pandas. That isn't the correct way. It's got to be... Wait, hold on. Let me... Yeah, it's got to be that way, I think. It's got to be that way, like that. So we'll do it. I've done it the wrong way around. Yeah, hi animal. Sorry, I didn't say hi. I'm not overly well, I'll be honest. Last night, I was up until quite late. Vomiting? I was not well. I phoned in for work this morning. And I'm feeling a lot better now, which is good. But yeah, I'm not well. Let go of that off. Jesus. No, I wasn't well. Yes, last night. I do feel better, a lot better now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming. But there's also a plain piece here that needs to go, so I presume that's this. That needs to fit in here. Ooh, that's not a stable fit. Something I'm missing from that, because that is wobbly as hell. Okie dokie, now we've got 1, 2, 3 decals to go on this. Rather had a headache all day than vomit once. Yeah. Yeah, well, it wasn't nice last night. I'm not gonna lie. I was up and then I phoned in, obviously, for work. Because I'm supposed to... Yeah, for the next 10 minutes, I'm still supposed to be at work. But, I'm obviously not there. Because I phoned in this morning. I overslept because I was up all night. And they phoned me, which is always really embarrassing when that happens. Because it has happened before. One of the downsides of living on your own, if you are ill and you're asleep and you need to be awake for like a certain time, it is very difficult. Okay, this is a scary one. It's very difficult to actually get up. So they actually woke me up. I tried to stay awake until like 7 AM when I could phone them in, but I must have fallen asleep about... Must have fallen asleep around about... there's no way I'm getting rid of that static charge. Must have fallen asleep around about 5:30-ish, I don't know. So I couldn't phone anyone. Actually, in hindsight, what I could have done, I could have messaged my boss. I could have just sent them a text message. I didn't think of that at the time. Especially at like 5 a.m. in the morning, the last thing you want to do is message your boss. You don't want to wake them up. Although that being said, they do have children, so they're probably already awake at that time. This is the most important decal, so I need to, or at least one of, I need to really focus on this, so just bear with me. Okay, do you want to see how it looks? That's the first one. Richard. Let's get Mill in. So this is number 29. Right, what's the best way to do this? Do you know what I want to do? Someone yesterday suggested masking tape. I want to go and get some... Wait, do I have some in here? Sometimes have some in there. I don't have any masking tape. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to go and get some masking tape real quick. I'll try and be as fast as possible. Let's do this. I am back. I have masking tape. Also, the music has stopped. That's also really awkward. Oh no, it hasn't stopped. We're good. I've got like 30 minutes left. I can't believe it's been 2 hours already. And yes, my door did just slam in the background. Like I said, I've got the windows open, so... So I think the tip yesterday that we had from chat, use a little bit of masking tape and align it with the stickers. And then line up the stickers with the masking tape. Which I'm going to try and do. There we go. That's the masking tape. We'll actually peel that back. So that was the plan. That was the tip yesterday that we got. So you got a little bit of masking tape on that, and we will try and line this next one up with the masking tape. I think what's the best way to do this? Maybe that way. Pick it up here. So many stickers in this set. Okay, I'm going to take it away from the camera while I line this up. Masking tape didn't work. Okay, masking tape's useless. Don't want that. Need to do it by eye. That tip was a lie. Oh, is that though? Oh, but now this looks terrible. The problem with bigger stickers is that it's very difficult to kind of like get the adjustment right. I need to just like breathe for a second. Breathe! Breathe! Try and move the masking tape. I think the main issue with this masking tape is it is so old, it is no longer sticky. The adhesive must have worn off or something. Tell you what, let's put the masking tape over the sticker part there. Okay. Do our best to take the sticker off and then put it back on. So I wasn't happy with it. I think I also need to remember that the masking tape's just a guide. There we go. That went on better, I think. What do you guys think of that? More than likely one of the harder decals I've done, but what do you think? It's mostly lined up. It's not perfect. But then you never get perfect with me. So like I never submit and say, "Oh yeah, that's perfect." I couldn't have done better. Because there's always a better way of doing things. Number 8 is this one here. That one, which should be a much easier decal to do. And watch me fail this miserably. I need to move it close so that I can see what I'm doing. Yep, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. We're all good. Whew! You can breathe now, Womble. You can breathe now. I think this goes... in here, maybe? Should I play RimWorld or Minecraft? I would say RimWorld. You've been playing a lot of RimWorld lately, haven't you? Was there was an update, wasn't there? Like an expansion or something. DLC of some sort from RimWorld, and I don't know what it was. Wait, I see Jen and Pandas being mentioned. What are you guys saying? It's too bad you weren't here. You were doing better things. You'll never know. I love this. I love that line there. There we go. So we've got that on one side. That looks really cool. I'm getting really excited. I presume the next thing we need to do is the same piece of body kit for the rear there. I'm really getting excited for this, dude. Especially this. Excuse me. Let me just have a bit of water. Nothing, Jan. Animal, are you okay for Phoenix tomorrow? There are a lot of new characters. And, did I take any characters last time? I can't remember. For this new case, Janice, did I take any characters? Rimworld's got an ideology DLC, that was it. So bought that, the other DLC was already there. Royalty. Now my medieval colony will be even more fun. Yes. The ideology one, that was it. Yeah, I have the royalty one. I don't have the ideology one. I don't plan on playing Rimworld at the moment because I'm playing so many other different games. If I did play Rimworld, it might just be like something to do on my free time. But I'm playing so many different games that I just don't have time for Rimworld. Because Rimworld, like Hearts of Iron, is a huge, huge time sink. You just lose all those hours in it. Maybe? Call that being a character that you were like, this is animals. There were a few characters like that, right? I hope I get a girl or something. I can't remember what the trial's about. Who is... Smashes unicorn cupcake. Shoves a unicorn cupcake to Janice to make up for panda atrocities. No, they were not atrocities. They're not atrocities. It's what we do to pandas is not what they need. It's what they deserve. What's the Batman quote? What's the Batman quote? Not the hero we need. Something like that, I don't know. Jen is now Hulk. I wouldn't say it was atrocities at all. I think atrocities is the wrong word. I think the correct word, the correct terminology is... I can't think. I'm too ill. I'm too ill to think. Maya's been kidnapped. That was it. Yeah. So Pearl is the defense. So she's our assistant. That was it. Pearl got no, Maya got kidnapped. So I took someone's lines. You did. You took someone's lines, didn't you? You were doing Gumshoe at one point. I think you did Gumshoe. There was a woman. Who are we defending? We're defending the idiot. Oh, you took the receptionist or something like that. No, it was the assistant. Oh yeah, it was the actor in the Nickel Samurai. So basically, the new case is about the Nickel Samurai. You remember the Steel Samurai and Will Powers? Well, we were at an event with Will Powers and the Nickel Samurai. And Then a murder happened, and the jamming ninja got murdered by the nickel samurai, or so it is set up to be. The jamming ninja... No, the nickel samurai... So the nickel samurai was like this really, really dumb... Dumbo. Wait, maybe there weren't any real, like, new characters. They were just a bunch of older characters. Big old teddy bear pal. I'm a surfer dude now. You're surfer dude. You're the surfer dude? Oh, you're the victim? You're the victim? Oh, no, you mean you're the one that we're defending. Oh, yeah, like, you were, like, totally the surfer dude. Yeah, I think you can keep that character, because you did really well with that. That was funny. Yeah, who we're defending. Yeah, you can keep him. But there was definitely a character that we said, oh, Animal's got to do this. But I don't remember... Don't remember who it was. And there was a lot of reoccurring characters, wasn't there? That was it. So we had a lot of Heart come back. Oh, we had Old Bag come back. So you do get to play a woman. That's who I picked up. I picked up Old Bag. Yeah, Animal, that was it. It was Old Bag. I was reading Old Bag's lines. Old Bag's in it. Do you remember Old Bag, Animal? Oh, whippersnappers. That's it. Yeah, I remember. Whippersnappers, you I don't think I did it very well. I didn't really do the voice very well. It kept going, oh, whippersnappers. And there was someone else that I did a voice for, and he ended up being Jason. Did Jason? Jason, if you don't know, is a character from my GTA roleplay days. I don't know why, but I was just doing a voice, and then all of a sudden Jason turns up, and I was just doing Jason's voice. I think it was. I don't know who that was. But I didn't do that voice for long, though. An even better voice for her. We'll practice it a bit. You young'uns, I'll tell you what, you whippersnappers. That was my voice. This doesn't feel like I've done this right. That is because I haven't done it right. Did I do the same thing here? Uh-oh. I think I've done this bit wrong. I have. I've done it wrong. Okay. Good job I noticed that now, because that's an easy fix. Don't think you'll be there. No worries. That's fine. You did say that you might not be there this week. Me and Kath then. We don't have Maya anyway, so I don't think there was very many voices that you were doing. You were the victim. It's rough times right now. Kinda need to be Mama Bear. No, that's fine. You good. Do some lady voices if needed. Well, if Maya shows up, you do Maya then, Animal. Oh, that makes way more sense. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was wrong when I did that. Primaries were Lotta. I'll do Lotta. And the defendant. Yeah, Animal can do the defendant.
I'll do Lotta, y'all, because I feel like Lotta was a lot like, who was my roleplay character that had that kind of like spin to it? I don't remember. Tallulah with 3 L's and a H.
So Lotta was very similar to Tallulah. Three L's and a H. That was kind of like all she ever said.
My name's Tallulah. I got 3 L's and a H.
I took that from from Doctor Who, if anyone's wondering. Okay, there we go. Fixed. Fixed. Repaired the damage. That's good. Yeah, so I'll do Lotta if she turns up again. Sure, I'm not going to regret doing that. Like, number 6. Number 6. How am I going to do this? Get the print. I've really enjoyed the Chrono Trigger soundtrack that we're listening to right now. I kind of want to play Chrono Trigger for like the first time in a long time. Don't have it on this computer though, so. The last thing I need is like a new game to be starting as well. Okay, well, we're almost done with this piece of bodywork. What are we on? We've got like 10 minutes of this SSTO to go. Okay, I think we're doing number 30 here. We are doing number 30. Richard! Richard! I hate doing this. I hate doing it. I hate 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 it. Oh, that one's a little bit close to the joint. I don't know if you can see. A little bit close there. Decal. It's lined up though, so I don't want to move it. Let's get the next. I'm getting better at these decals. That is famous last words, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That's how this whole thing ends. With me saying, I'm getting better at the decals. Okay, I might have to use a little bit of the masking tape strategy here. There we go, masking tape strategy. Let's try that again. Oh, whoops, accidentally got it stuck to the desk. Okay, I need to change the position of this on the knife. To really pay attention to this. Oh man, that's not good. See, it's lined up, but it's not. This is a nightmare. Okay, let's try and line it up on the pinnacle point bit here, the pointy end. Should have done this one first. I should have done the long one first, that's what I should have done. I realize you can't see it, but I need to hold it so I can see. Okay, moment of truth. What do you think? It's not as good as the other one, I don't think. It's not as good as the other one. I could have done better, but also I could have done a lot worse. I think actually the Richard is the thing that I've got wrong there. I think this is fine. This side is fine. It's the Richard, so I was trying to line it up with the Richard here. But that's already slightly wonky. So that's why the masking tape didn't kind of work that time. Still need to put on this one here though. This one should be the easiest one out of the 4 decals I've just done. So I should be able to do this in front of the camera. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, I accidentally wobbled the camera. I apologize. GG. My hands are so shaky. How does that look? That's okay, isn't it? Dun, 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 dun. It's annoying, I can't listen to that. Not bad, not bad. And this needs to go up this way, I think. Do we have exact placement for it though? There and there, maybe? Uh-oh. Oh, I can't see where it is. That sucks. I'm gonna have to pick up this and Oh, wait a second. Have I forgotten to put something in here? I did. Forgot to put that in. That could have been important. I only noticed because the other side had it. Huh. Oops. And yes, that was a car in the background. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is looking really good now. This bit here is looking great. Now, it looks like we're gonna do the rear spoiler. So let's just move this up here out of the way. Actually, maybe put that here. Let's move these down. Spoiler. Yep. Actually, no, let's leave that there, because then I don't have empty desk space. Let's get rid of that masking tape. We don't need it anymore. Not so convinced that the masking tape works, but that might be because the masking tape I'm using. Filling up my water cup with more water so I don't have to get up. And yeah, that was that. That has water in. That had a litre of water in. Okay, so we take this. We need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we've got more decals! Help, chat, help! I don't... it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was kind of hoping that maybe we could have a rest from the decals for a little bit. You know, that stressy moment of I can't function anymore. And no, that's not the right one. This one. Sorry, I'm breathing heavily because I'm starting to feel a little bit like off, but it's fine. We'll keep going. Could be the music, because the music's gone full Chrono Trigger weird. Because this is the time vortex stuff, I think, if I remember right. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's change soundtracks. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ba, 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 ba. That one went on really, really well. Donkey Kong country music. Hell yeah. What else would it be? Bam, bam, bam. Da, 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 da. Uh-oh. That was definitely a piece that went flying off the desk. It's okay, I caught it with my legs. Ba-ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-ba-dum. This is the spoiler right now. We're doing the spoiler right now. Oh, this is so exciting. That's not the right one. It's gonna be this piece. There we go. That looks like a spoiler to me. Real spoiler. Oh wait, it needs to go that way around. It goes like that. And then we flip it over. Uh-oh! You love Sega? Now then, we've got 1, 2, 3 decals here. So this is, for me, where I don't think it's going to quite work, right? Because the in-betweens of the decals, I don't know if you can see, but that sticker pulls away and you're missing part of the R, right? So you're missing part of that R. So, I mean, what I could do, once I've placed all these in, we could chop out the in-betweens. This is all sticker paper. We could chop out the in-betweens and, like, fit it too. But then you would have this, like, white strip that goes up the middle. Intro from Smash Bros. Pokemon stage. If you never played Pokemon Red or Blue, or Yellow, I think Yellow also had this soundtrack. In fact, I know Yellow had this soundtrack. Although this bit, I don't recognize this music. This song is from Pokemon Gold Johto. I think it was the same that generation when you boated to the Kato region. Well, this bit, that song that we just heard there, I didn't recognize that, so that would make sense if it. This bit I do. This is the Pokemon. What's it theme? The hospital. Pokemon Center. The palette theme. That's also in Pokemon Gold, is it? I never played Gold or Silver. I skipped the generation. My sister had the Game Boy Color. I did not. I had the normal Game Boy. And it wasn't until I got Game Boy Advance that I got another Pokemon game. Is that right? We will find out when I put the other two in. Let's get that tiny little scrap of... Skipped over Hoenn. You played Gold and Diamond. Yeah, well, Hoenn was the last one I played. And I haven't played any since. I don't think this Masking tape thing is gonna work. Emerald and Ruby. Yeah, it was Ruby and Sapphire. Emerald was like the third game in the trilogy, so that was like the special game. I had Sapphire. Sapphire was the best one because that one you got like a water well, like the special in that game was like this really, really cool water Pokemon. So, could be biased. But all of my friends had Ruby before I got Sapphire, and I was like, well, I could just get Ruby again. And then I decided, you know what? In order for me to play, for me to be the most popular kid in the school, I need Sapphire. So I went with Sapphire, and I became the most popular kid because everyone wanted my Pokemon. When I say everyone, I mean like 3 kids. Bear in mind I was like 12, 13 at that point, so I was a bit too old for Pokemon. There was only 3 left that would play it. So I was the popular out of the 3. Yeah. And that's how you make friends. You buy them with Pokemon. See, if I was smart when I did the first... When I had the first game, I would have got Pokemon Blue, because everyone had Pokemon Red. But no, I got Yellow, and little did I know, it was the exact same as Pokemon Red. At least the special Pokemon in there. So all like the Weedles and things nobody could get. I'm not happy with how that's lined up. I'm happy how the G and the R are, so I'm going to take the T off. Try and get them so that they're a little bit more level. What do you think with that? What do you think with that? But yeah, then, like... I'm not happy with that. It's the gaps in the R and the G, I think, that really ruins that. And also the G is not level. Like, that's not level there. Like, do you see that? Okay, I need to focus on this for a second. How is that not level though? It looks perfect. Ah. I think I see where I could improve. Okay, so let's take the G off then. I'd say good enough, not in my book. I'm redoing it. That is better, is it? I'm not going to show you guys, I'm just going to change it. You'll never know if it was better or worse. I'm not showing you. Just changing it, because it's not better. It was worse. I have a really itchy nose right now. Oh, don't do that with a knife in your hand, Womble. Don't do it with a knife in your hand. That could have ended badly. I still have a really itchy nose. Still not good enough. I can do better. You will have to bear with me on this, okay? I might be scrutinizing this a little bit too much, but it is what it is. Could it be the print doesn't line up very well? Poker Center, yeah. There we go. Is that better? I think that's better. I think I fixed it. Now I'm criticizing the R a little bit. The R doesn't quite look right, but I think that is good enough. Before the G was wonky and I wouldn't have. I don't like that, but now it's not as bad. What really does hurt the G though is that gap in between. The R not so much. This is the dun, 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 dun. This is the spooky, scary part of the. This is when he goes up and sees the ghost, the Gaslies and stuff. Next part. We knew there were going to be a lot of decals involved in this set, unfortunately, and it always stresses me out with decals. I'm not the best at doing decals at all, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, I've been tempted at some point to stream these old games, like just get an emulator and stream these old games. But I won't do that. Flip it over. That's the leveling up theme, right? When your Pokemon levels up. That's the I'm healing my Pokemon theme, I think. Or is that the level up? I don't know. That's the battle theme! There we go! We got the battle theme. $22. Oh wait, hold on. We need 22 and 21, don't we? We need this one. Oh, we've got more decals! Ah! Oh, okay. Let's stress out over this next. Ah. Alright, which one's first? Number 4. Okay, these shouldn't be as bad as the GTR logo. Youngster sent Pikachu. Go Bulbasaur. Well, the great thing with Pokemon Yellow was not just that your Pikachu followed you around. I'm gonna have to look at this. It wasn't just the Pikachu followed you around as though it was in the show. Oh. Uh-oh. Someone died. So one of the great things about the Pokemon Yellow above Pokemon Blue and Red was that you could get all 3 starter Pokemon. You could get Charizard, you could get Squirtle, and you could get Bulbasaur. What would you like to do? Fight, items, or run? I always fight. Always. Very rare that I used to use items. I was never very good at using my items. I always ended up with like a giant stack of items at the end of the game. Running is completely pointless. Oh, that was Jigglypuff. I heard that. That's Jigglypuff's theme. Somebody's putting... Jigglypuff is putting people to sleep. And healed. No, level up. Or they learnt a new skill, maybe. Yeah, level up. A little bit annoyed at this decal because there's a little bit of damage on it from my knife. Battle 1 theme? Maybe it could be the Battle 1 theme. You could be right. So there's a little bit of damage. Spot the damage. If the camera will focus. 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 I know you can focus. Focus. Focus it. Come on. Come on, camera. Come on, dude. There we go. Focused here now. Are you fucking kidding me? Cave theme or Team Rocket theme tune? I can't remember. Could be the cave theme. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've played these games. Anyway, I like this spoiler. Really like this. This is cool. Cave theme-esque. I don't remember. I don't remember. That's my final answer. I don't know. If you think it's cave theme, then it must be cave theme. I don't know. Couldn't tell you either way. Done. Oh, there's going to be a decal that goes on there as well. I'm calling it route theme. Yes, he's still building. Yeah, I'm going very, very, very slowly today. I'm not as disclosed earlier, Cat, I'm not feeling great, so I'm kind of taking my time with this. I'm nearly done bag number 2, so. Guess the Pokemon theme? Yeah, we are. We're finally working on the spoiler though, Cat. This is definitely the spoiler. So before it was these lower diffusers, and we've got the diffusers down here now. So yeah, before it was that. Now we're this is definitely a spoiler. That's okay. You're not supposed to rush it. No, I know. I would have finished this by now though if I was well. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You're not supposed to rush a Lego, right? Like it's not a speedrun contest. It's an enjoyment contest. Does that even make sense? Maybe. Bang bong. Bing bong. Oh, I see where these are going. And these pieces. Hey Discount, how are you? Spoiler alert, it's a spoiler. Ah, you're not the first person that's made that joke today. That's the worst thing about that comment, is that you're not the first person to have done that to me. I'm disappointed. I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're not sorry, otherwise you wouldn't have done it. How are you, Discount? What have you been doing? It's a big spoiler. Oh, God damn it. That's disappointing. It is disappointing. We need 2 of those. It isn't Friday? What? How dare you make a funny pun? Absolutely. How dare you? I find it neither the funny or intelligent. I find it crass and crude, and I'm personally insulted by it. It is a Friday. Okay. I was like, wait, it isn't Friday? How long was I sleeping for today? I wasn't very well this morning, like early hours of last night, and I had to phone in sick this morning. So I didn't wake up until about 2 PM, and I've ate something, and I'm feeling better now. But you made me question for a second there, like, how long I was actually asleep. I was like, wait, is it Saturday? Am I supposed to be doing Phoenix right now? Wait, that can't be right, because Janice would have told me, and Animal would have told me off, and Kath would be here. So I was like, it spun me out for a little bit then. It's not 2021 either. Oh god. Also, my webcam is wobbling like crazy. I apologize. It's because I've got jittery feet. That makes perfect sense to me, and I'm not going to explain it any further. Huh. That Senna sticker that I've put on there doesn't look as even as what it was when I put it in. It's not centered. Not sure what I want to do. What universe do you exist in? I have to continue. I have to continue to exist in my universe, my own universe. I see. Different rules on grammar as well. Smooth. Well played, sir. Well played. So that means that the spoiler goes in like this. Gonna have to have a look at the rear end of the GTR real quick. So the GTR thing is actually on the back end like that. Actually, you know what? Now I look at it through the camera, that looks right. That GTR is actually supposed to be on the bottom of it, and then you've got the Senna on the top of the spoiler. That actually looks really good on camera, but when I look at it in person, there's something not quite right about it. But maybe I'm just seeing it through foggy eyes at the moment. I don't know. It's weird. Looks cool. I like it. I do like this. It's coming along, right? Like, it's definitely coming along. You can tell what it is now. Also, still can't get over the pistons. That's so awesome. It really is. Oh, didn't realize that you could lift that up. Okay. So, I think next thing. Seriously? Oh no, that's not easy to see at all. Okay, we need 4 of these. We need to put them on the front axle. To fix a build my son did that used that mechanic. No, the pistons are so cool, right? This is so awesome. So this engine is connected to the rear left axle, right? So when the wheels spin, you roll it around on the floor, the engine pistons are going to go pop, 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 pop. And the faster you go, the faster the V8 goes. And then you're going to get like this vibrating thing going on. It's going to look awesome. I mean, V8s are already awesome because the way that the pistons fire, like it's already freaking awesome, right? As I'm sure you're aware, Discount. But the fact that we've replicated that in Lego and it makes the correct like, watch this bit. They jammed when he used a 92-hole piece rather than the straight 2-hole piece. Took me a hot minute to figure it out. I see. Well, we've not made... we have made a few errors on this kit, but we've not made anything that I haven't spotted fairly quickly and been able to reverse. I almost used these, like, right at the beginning of the build, and I would have had to have taken apart this whole assembly today to fix my issue, but we spotted it fairly quickly, so I'm quite happy. Also, this is awesome too. You see that? We've got steering axle on the front. That's so cool. You got steering. What's it? I think that's going to connect up to a wheel up here, so you'll be able to like kind of turn that on the top once the whole thing's done. So you'll be able to actually steer that as you push it along. So much detail. There's so much detail in this. So much detail. And it was only £30. So, yeah, this was a bargain. This was an absolute bargain. I've never done a Technic build before. I've been saying this a lot, but I've never actually done a Technic build before. This is my first, and again, this is something I've been saying a lot. Surely this can't be the best ever Technic build like that's ever been created. And if I'm getting so much fascination from like simple things like this and simple things like this, what else has Lego done that I have not been aware of with the Technic builds? Because this is brilliant. I'm gonna make a statement here, and it's a strong statement. But this is more enjoyable than the Lunar Lander was, and the Lunar Lander was pretty enjoyable. The Mars rover they made with Technic is insane, and the Space Shuttle Technic. I haven't seen either of those. I didn't know there was a Mars rover. Which one? Did they use Perseverance? Piston system, but it's 3 times bigger. What's the 911? What's the 911? 911's a V6? V8. Might be V8. It depends what type of 911. So does that mean that if they've scaled it up 3 times, then does that mean that, yeah. It had solar panels, so I think it was Opportunity. Okay, interesting. GTR 911. I think that's got a V8 engine. It might be a V6. I'm interested to see how they make the V6, because that would have to be different. The whole reason that the V8 works the way that it does is because the pistons are kind of like do this weird V shape, and they like fire off like that. Whereas a V6 kind of, the pistons are aligned, so they kind of like go up and down at the same time. So it's kind of like that. But whereas when it's firing off, it's yeah, as you can see, you get that shape. Or at least that's my very basic understanding on how it works. I'm not an engineer. Okay, I've got some structural stuff going on here that is actually quite challenging. That one went in perfect. So did that one. There we go. Lavender Town. Yes. This is Lavender Town. This is the one with the ghosts. This was always a ball ache. Because I never had the right Pokemon to face Ghastly. Let's connect that up and connect this up. But yeah, as someone who has never done a Technic build like this before, I'm very, very impressed. I've always kind of, I'll be honest, I've always kind of like shunned Technic builds. I've always been like, yeah, but it's not real Lego, is it? I 100% take that back. This is awesome. This is brilliant. Okay, we've got the steering rack to go in, I think. Does make me wonder whether the actual steering wheel will be able to utilize the steering on the thing. I don't think it will, because it doesn't look like we've got any gears to hook this up. And if we did, the gear access is on top now, up here. So I don't think it's gonna connect up, but we'll see. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We're nearly done. I'm nearly done. Not quite sure what much else we have to do now. Ah, we've got a spare piece there. That must be a spare piece. That's not going here. Other than that, there's no other spare pieces, which makes me feel like all the spare pieces were in bag 1. Absolutely, that does not connect up to anything, but I'm pretty impressed with it nonetheless. Do you have Nightbot set up? Do I use Nightbot? I do use Nightbot, don't I? Oh, okay, I see where that's going. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't connect up to the actual wheels. I didn't think it would. Alright, this. What do you mean, do I have Nightbot set up? I've got commands and stuff. It doesn't really do much else other than commands. If that's what you're asking. Ooh. So we have test received. Hang on. Oh. We have it. That's how many stickers we've got left. That's still quite a lot of stickers. That's scaring me. But it is what it is. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. We did a lot of the bodywork and stuff today. I like this. It's this kit is blowing my mind. It really is. I don't want to undersell this. This is I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I really, really have. This is definitely one of the more enjoyable kits I think I've ever done. Ever. And that's a big statement, because I've done quite a bit of Lego before. That's what you're looking for? What are you looking for? You're looking for Nightbot? There you go. It's all the commands that we have. We have commands and stuff set up. It's the little details, I think, as well, that are very appeasing, and I think I've done a fairly good job with the stickers. The stickers have gone on well. I must have been in a good mood for the stickers, which is great. Yeah, let's hold it up a little bit so you can kind of like see the details that I'm seeing. That is still cool. I kind of really hope that doesn't get covered up. The engines. I'm a little bit worried. I thought that this might be you might be able to open the hood there, but that's now been bolted down, so we can't actually open that. Which is probably for the best, because if you're driving your car, you don't want your hood at the back to be lifting up, right? But it looks like, for the most part, we've completed this whole upper body area around here. Definitely completed the rear. I think that's now done. This all looks very, very finished and polished. We just need to kind of like add, probably here, just the wheels, I would presume. That'll probably end up being the last things that we add on to the car. There's a lot of bodywork at the front that we need to do, and obviously all of this stuff. I think there's probably bodywork that connects up to all of this, and we need to obviously get the arches and everything sorted. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this looks right now. This looks better than I thought it would. Yeah, the only thing I've not enjoyed as much is maybe the decals, the stickers. And that's just because I don't like doing stickers. Stresses me out. It stresses me out so much. Although I'm getting better at sticker placement now, I think. Because there was a lot of stickers on the lunar lander. Not as many as what there are here, but these sort of kits are getting me used to placing stickers for when it comes to doing the Model F15. So anyway, chat. Whoop. Let's do that real quick. Let me just move this. Let me just move that. I don't want to step on my wheel. I have to move that out of the way. How is everyone? What have you guys been doing? How's everyone been doing? What have you guys been up to? I realize it's been a bit of a low caliber stream, I guess, in terms of energy. Streaming and cooking sums up your day, to be honest. Yeah. I've been ill, so... Yeah, I realize the stream has been fairly low caliber today in energy. I wasn't supposed to start streaming until about now anyway, in the night, and we were supposed to do all of that probably a lot quicker over the as an evening stream. But obviously I was ill, so I didn't go into work. That obviously changes things. And I am feeling a little bit better now. I was tempted to maybe play something else. We could maybe do that. Anyway, that's the end of the Lego for the day, though. I will complete the rest tomorrow before stream, before Phoenix. So I'll try and get on stream like 3 hours before Phoenix, and we'll finish the rest of it tomorrow.